The Big Ten is back in the mix as we run down the best schedules in college football, 67 all the way up to number 1. So that's the Power 5 schools. That's 64, 14 in the ACC, the Big Ten in the SEC, 12 in the Pac-12, and 10 in the Big 12. And then that's the 3 major independents. All right, back in the Big Ten, 10th most difficult schedule in the conference. 31st in the country belongs to Northwestern. So the Wildcats go out of conference and they play Western Michigan, Illinois State, and the difficult, in quotes, relatively speaking to the other 2 games, difficult non-conference game is at home against Duke. Duke's going to win 7 or 8 games this year. Northwestern, the reason they're 31st in the country is because of who they play in division in a solid Western division. Think Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, Northwestern. Good division, not elite or great division. No great teams in the Big Ten West, but very solid in the teams we just mentioned, plus Minnesota. Okay, where it separates from the other teams in most of the Western division is who Northwestern has to play in the East. Michigan State, Ohio State, Indiana. So they play 2 of the 3 elite teams in the Big Ten East. That toughens up this Northwestern schedule. They have 2 difficult stretches to deal with. It starts with that non-conference game against Duke at home. Then they go against Nebraska, Iowa, Michigan State. Duke, Nebraska, Iowa, Michigan State, 4 consecutive games for the Wildcats. A little bit later in the season, October 29th and November 5th, the Wildcats have to face Ohio State in Columbus and come back home to take on Wisconsin. So that's just a back-to-back, not necessarily a stretch, but a back-to-back against the Buckeyes and the Badgers. Northwestern, 10th most difficult schedule in the Big Ten. It's the 31st toughest schedule in college football. Let's talk it up right here on Mark Rogers TV.